Hi, good morning. This is Stacy with Do More 24 Delaware 2024. I am excited to have a nonprofit story to share. I have someone with me today. She's going to introduce herself.
Hi, Stacy. I'm Claudia Troop. I'm the Executive Director of Innocence Project, Delaware. So nice to be with you this morning.
Nice to be with you as well. And thank you for being here. So I want to start off just asking a couple of, you know, simple questions. We want to know first, what is the mission of your organization?
Sure. So, Innocence Project Delaware is the only nonprofit organization in Delaware that's dedicated to helping people who have been wrongfully convicted of crimes and providing them with free legal services so that they are able to regain their freedom. Once we are able to accomplish that, we help our clients transition back to their communities by providing them support and linking them to supportive organizations. We also work to educate the public about the causes of wrongful conviction and also work towards making changes to prevent wrongful conviction in the future. So improving laws. We partner with the National Innocence Project, which is a broad-based group of organizations all dedicated to ending the problem of wrongful conviction. And we also work out of Widener Law School, running the Innocence Clinic, where we bring law students to train the next generation of lawyers to address the problem of wrongful conviction. So that's basically our mission in a nutshell.
Wow, well, that's a pretty awesome mission to have, and thank you for the work that you're doing. So, if you wouldn't mind, could you share with me some of the goals and objectives that you have that are positively impacting the community?
Sure. Well, one of the really important things that we're working on right now is actually getting out into the community in order to let people know that we're here and that we're providing these services. We're still a relatively new nonprofit. We only began accepting cases and applications for review in mid 2020. So, by way of comparison, the National Innocence Project started in the early 90s. So, here in Delaware, we are sort of catching up. And so we have many cases to review. Since we started taking in applications, we've gotten over 120 individual applications. One of our big goals right now is we're housed at Widener Law School, which is fantastic because we get so much support in terms of office space and institutional support. But we don't get direct financial assistance from Widener, nor do we get it from the National Project. So one thing we're trying to do right now, one of our goals, is to hire a director of community outreach that's able to go, that position we're hoping will be able to go into communities across Delaware, not just in the Wilmington area, but down in Sussex and Kent, to address this is a problem that impacts the entire state. And we want to make sure that everybody throughout the state, not just those in the Wilmington area, is aware of the services we're providing. So that's one of our really imminent goals upcoming.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. So, you have to share also with us, if you don't mind, how has the money your organization has received during the Do More 24 Delaware campaign helped your organization meet the goals that you just mentioned to us?
Right. So it's been so helpful. So I'd first just like to say that Do More will always have a special place in my heart because it was the first campaign that I ran as the new executive director. So I started in mid-February and Do More was, I believe, March 2nd to 3rd last year in 2023. And even though I was just new and we had just really come on board, we were able to raise over $8,000 in 24 hours. And that money has been so instrumental in many ways. First of all, it allowed us to revamp our website, which is really important in terms of being able to communicate and effectively get out our message. Nowadays, if you don't have an updated website that is easy for people to access and to navigate, you're really not able to communicate effectively. And the other thing we've used the funds for is over the summer, we have been doing exactly what I mentioned. We've been going out into the community. We've been meeting people. We've been traveling. We've been going down to all the different places in Delaware. And the funds really help support those activities of getting out into the community. So the money has just been very instrumental in terms of moving us forward, in terms of getting the word out about us being here and the work that we're doing and the services that we're providing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you had to tell a nonprofit about Do More 24 Delaware and how it's benefited you, and what would you tell them? Why should they take advantage of raising money during Do More 24 Delaware?
I think as a nonprofit leader, it's really important that you're always figuring out the times within the year that you can move your campaigns forward. And Do More is a no-brainer. First of all, I really want to give a shout out to everybody at Spur Impact, who is so helpful in terms of any kind of technical assistance you need. As I say, I had just started here, so I wasn't really as up to speed as I would have liked to have been last year in terms of getting the campaign together. It was a little bit quick for me, but I got so much support and so much, there was no question that was too small or large for them to assist in. The feedback was immediate. And also, Do More is an opportunity to go across multimedia platforms. So you can send out, it's a really good time to send out a link to your followers, to your supporters, to steward those connections. It's just a chance to touch base with everybody who might be interested in supporting your organization. It's a way of finding new people who might be coming on board, who might be involved in other nonprofit communities, but everything is listed in one place. It's also a way to receive matching funds, which is a no cost, very low effort way for nonprofits to gain additional funding. And it's also an opportunity to do a live stream that reaches people during the 24-hour period, which I would encourage people to take advantage of. Again, a way to get your word out, to get your message out, your mission out. As nonprofit leaders, we have to be looking for every opportunity to do that. Every chance we have to communicate with the public, to let the community know we're here and what we're doing, is one that you can't pass up. And Do More is just a no-brainer as far as the opportunity it creates. It's a small amount of effort for a tremendous amount of good. So I would encourage everybody to get involved in the campaign.
Absolutely. I thank you so much for sharing your point of view and your perspective of Do More 24 Delaware. We look forward to working with you again in 2024. Please, everyone, save the date, March 7th and 8th, 2024, Do More 24 Delaware. Thank you, Miss Claudia, for being with us today and for sharing your story. Keep up the great work. And again, we look forward to spending another 24 hours helping you with your cause.
Okay. Thank you so much, Stacey, for all you do. And thank you to everybody at Do More. It's been a fantastic experience for us.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Miss Claudia.
All right.